Hello everybody and welcome to the Pain Street Nation StarCraft 2 tournament. This is the second match between Bupkis and Ozkan the Flip, and this is between was supposed to use MLG. I don't know. Okay, I've got distracted. Second map between Anubis and Ozkan the Flip on Shattered Temple. Last game we saw an excellent showing from Ozkan the Flip, who was able to expand 4 bases to Anubis's just 2, and was just able to mass produce Zerglings, Banelings, 43 Banelings, let me tell you, and as well as a whole lot of Mutalisks. And up here in the top, we see Ozkan the Flip, and on the left base, Anubis. And we're definitely, I think we're going to be in for a good second match between these two, if there's any indication from the first. And hopefully they'll go different things. I love when players switch it up, so I want to be surprised again. Anubis is sending out his scout. Going to get a little bit of information. Almost the exact same time as Ozkan the Flip is going to be sending out his. They're going to meet each other. A little hearty handshake, and they both picked the right one, so that's always good. They picked the right thing, and then Ozkan's going to attack that SCV again, just like last game, but that's not going to throw Anubis off too much. I mean, he's played the game a lot. He knows how this works. He's going to send that second SCV. He's going to take out... He might actually be able to take out that drone. It only has 8 health. If he attacks with another SCV, then he can take out that drone. And look at that. Nope. Might be able to get out of there with only 6 health remaining. That's good. Got good scouting information. Saw that there already was a refinery going down, and Ozkan, very early expansion. Look, it's probably a 14 expand, and he's getting the spawning pool afterwards, and then the extractor. So looks like, yes, I am casting. It looks like he's definitely going to be playing another late game kind of match. And let's see what looks like. Anubis might be going the same kind of thing. He's getting that factory down. If we see a a reactor, then definitely he's probably going to be doing a little bit of that harass with the Hellions, which actually worked pretty good for him last game. Ozkan the Flip didn't sweat it though. I mean, he was able to take care of it, but I think he killed enough drones to where it was beneficial for him. I think the problem was that he didn't keep up the harassment. Once that failed, he kind of hunkered in, and really, I mean, that does work for a Terran player. He can really turtle in and still do well. But for what he wanted to do, I think he should have kept that pressure on. Ozkan, really nothing. Let's look at the units. Just, I mean, 2 Zerglings. Really, from Ozkan, we see nothing. No kind of defenses until it's absolutely necessary. He hates building units unless it's absolutely necessary. And let me tell you, that's wonderful. That actually works so well for a guy. And yeah, we are going to see this Hellion harass. He's already got 1 out. Looks like he's going to try to take out that scout. But the thing about that scout, that's exactly what he wanted to see. He knows his opponent's going Hellions, so he's going to, be able to defend against it just like he did last time, hopefully. He's got that queen there, so the Hellions aren't going to be able to just push past. I really thought you needed 2 Hellions, I'm sorry, 2 queens, but evidently you don't. Ozkan's probably a much better Zerg player than I am. He actually is in Diamond League. I'm only in Platinum. A lowly Platinum Zerg player, so he knows things that I do not. Looks like he's just going for those minerals because he's taken off the extractor just enough to get that speed on his Zerglings, and we're not seeing any kind of Roach Warren go down, and look at these, the 4 are coming in, and that speed, I think it's got a ways till it finishes, yes, and so he's going to be able to do a lot to these Zerglings if he's able to micro well enough. Anubis. And look at that. Yeah, the Zerglings just can't keep up. Oh, look at all those Zerglings dying. He needs to get in there with the rest, but let's look at that speed. Let's look at the production tab. The speed is almost done, but he's going to be able to roast a few of these drones. Yep, the drones are actually attacking, but these drones are going to go down. They do not have enough tack to take out these Hellions, and all of them go down. And all these Speedlings are going to go down, and Russ only has 2 Hellions left, but that was definitely worth it. So many drones going down for Flip. You know, even though he scouted it, it's hard for a Zerg player to put off this fast harass, just because for Ozcan just doesn't want to make a lot of units, and still even now he's just building those drones, 10 drones to resupply his natural expansion. So many, and even more. If I imagine that if Anubis was aware of just how this was going down, he might send those in for another go, because all he has to defend himself is just 4 Zerglings and a queen. But Ozcan he's a betting man. He seems like yes, he's definitely a betting man. Look at this! Oh my goodness! I missed this completely. A hidden 3rd expansion down in this other base is natural. Oh my goodness. And that's why he hasn't been producing those units, because he has not had the funds. Oh man, look at this. I think Anubis is just getting that Xel'Naga. He does not know anything about this expansion base. My goodness, that's good. But look how many Hellions he's moving in with. Let's look at the production. He's building a spine crawler, and he's getting Baneling's Nest. If he moves in before that spine crawler finishes, he's going to be able to take that out. Look how many, more drones going down. There's so many drones lost. He needs to go and just take out those spine crawlers. He needs to commit to that a little bit, because there's no units right now that can defend him. He's not building anything but spine crawlers. And that's definitely going to be able to protect him against those Hellions, because Hellions do not do very well against finished spine crawlers. And of course, Bupkis knows nothing about this base right here. He is moving in, but that spine crawler is finished, so he's not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage. Is he going to try to commit now? Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to take out that oh, definitely not going to work. He's going to get out of there. Lost 2 Hellions. Oh, and now the run-in. Oh my goodness, there is a spine crawler in there, but that could do a whole lot of damage. Look at that, more drones going down. And look at this. This is just excellent harass from Bupkis. From Anubis. My goodness, I'm still saying Bupkis. He does lose all those Hellions, but Flip has got to be feeling annoyed. If he didn't have this 3rd expansion, this hidden 3rd expansion, then he would definitely be feeling the pressure right now. And he's got to be feeling that pressure anyway, because so many drones have died. And Anubis may be feeling a little bit more confident than he should, because he has no idea about this base, is actually putting up his expansion. And we're seeing actually Vikings. Very interesting. Maybe he's doing some more harass even. Going to try to take out some floating overlords from Flip. That would be a very interesting play at this point. And looks like he's going to try to take that Xel'Naga. Still producing more Hellions. Just keeping that pressure on. And as a Zerg player, that drives you crazy, because Zerg doesn't have the benefit of being able to wall off very easily. I've seen it done, but not very easily. And so pressure like that is just so frustrating. If Anubis had the presence of mind to scout around, then that base would be. Look at this! Oh my goodness! He's scouting. He's going straight to that base. How does he know? This is just gonna be toast. He does see it. He saw the creep, but I think he was just scouting with those guys. He is going to see it now. The spine crawler is going down, but that's not going to be enough. That is definitely not going to be enough. And this base is going to go down unless Flip can produce some units. And he's producing some roaches, but definitely not going to be enough. They're not going to have enough time to get over there. And these spine crawlers are going to need to be canceled, I think. He actually does cancel that one. He's going to go after the base here. The only good thing for Flip right now is that it takes forever for Hellions to kill buildings. But really, you're grasping for straws at that point. He is searching all over the map now. Make sure there's no other secret hidden bases. Probably good for him to check that. But this base seems like the roaches are coming, so I don't even know if he's going to have enough time to kill that base. Those roaches are not going to want to go down to Hellions, so it's going to be a close one. Those roaches are definitely going to get there in time, and Russ is able to move those Hellions out very quickly. And those Vikings not seeing anything more, not scouting any more bases, and that third is going up. But look, he's got no production from it. Let's look at the production tab. He's getting the orbital command, which is very good. See how he's doing on his. He's spending his. He's actually spending it on supply. Right now, he's actually behind in the supply count. But I think. I mean, I haven't looked at Ozkan's base in a while, just because all the excitement going down in that third. But he's got a lot of roaches and zerglings, and right now for Anubis, that's not very good right now. All he's got is zerglings, and look at this. Actually, Anubis was supply block there for a second. Oh, okay, never mind. He's got a lot of units, a lot of zerglings, a lot of roaches, but those overlords are being harassed severely. All he has is queens to protect that, and while queens are very good anti-air, he does not have enough to really prevent any kind of this harass. And if he kills a few more of these, he's going to supply block our Zerg player here. Look at this. He's able to just do so much. This was the most frustrating play. Anubis has almost no really forceful units to commit to a all-in battle, but he's using all of his energies towards this harassment, and it's working so well. This has been such an exciting game. He actually uses a transfusion on that overlord, give him a little bit of that health bonus. But as the harassment goes on, Ozkan the Flip realizes that he's not going to have much of an army, so he is just beefing up with a lot of zerglings and roaches, and actually no upgrades on them. Anubis has no upgrades either, so really that's not going to be too bad for him. But look at this. He's dropped the Vikings, and he's going after. He's going to attack the queens. Here comes the zerglings. Is he going to be able to lift them off? Yes, he does. None of them die, but that queen's coming in now. He wants his revenge. He wants his revenge on that Viking, and he gets it. Only 2 Vikings remain. He's going to be coming over here, but Spinecrawler's going to go down. He's not going to be able to land and do any more harassment there. But so many more Hellions. My goodness, that's a lot of Hellions and Zerglings. This is going to be his push force. That's going to... It may be enough. That's the interesting thing. It may be enough to defeat these amount of units. Those Marines, they do not have stim, though, so they're not going to be very effective against those roaches. But look at all of these mutas coming out. That now the harassment is on the other hand, and Anubis has nothing to defend against this at his base. He is pushing. He is committing to this push. And it looks like all these roaches are going to go down. He's going to move in. Flip is making more roaches. He's making 15 roaches. He needs to go in there and do as much damage as he can right now before these roaches finish. And look at this. This natural expansion for Anubis is definitely going to go down. But look at all these roaches pouring in. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Anubis does not have any more forces pushing in for himself, and his forces are split right now, so a lot of them are dying. And Ozkan is, look at this, all these roaches are dying. He's making more. He's making 18 roaches now. Anubis definitely needs to cause so much damage right now. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it, though. Look at all these Zerglings rushing in. Definitely not going to be able to stop that, and the push goes down. But really, though Anubis was able to take out that army, Flip was able to reproduce it almost instantly, and there's the good game. That was so exciting. Anubis did excellent with the harass. I mean, it was amazing harassment. But you know, eventually you have to make a force that's going to be able to really push and do some damage, which he was never able to do. Hellions and Marines is a very interesting play, but with that many roaches, he was able to produce so many roaches, so many, and he was just, you know, keep pumping them out, and that's something that Anubis couldn't fend with. But a great game between these two. Ozkan the Flip moves on to the finals for the lower bracket, and hopefully maybe we'll see him back up to the top bracket for the finals in this Pain Street Nation tournament. All right, we'll see you in the next game.